everyone, Luke here with Guardian Fleet Safety. Taking a look at three different vehicles today here for the three affiliated tribes law enforcement services out in Newtown, North Dakota. We've been building squads for them for past probably 4 or 5 years now. We're just finishing up another batch of 31 vehicles for them, and this is the last couple. So I just wanted to run through. These are leaving tomorrow morning to head out there on delivery, and just wanted to run through these and show you what we got. So we have three different flavors here. We have a basically ghost graphic, detective or investigative build out. We have a standard patrol Tahoe in the middle, and then we have a highway patrol unit on the end here. That's the EcoBoost Interceptor. All of these vehicles were provided turnkey to them, so everything from the vehicles to the laptops to the radios, obviously the upfitting, graphics, everything is 100% turnkey, delivered right to them. So it's a pretty slick deal that we got going on for them. So let's start checking these out here. So all of them are going to have the Weston front, heavy duty front push bumpers and pit wraps with the headlight guards on them. Like I said, this Interceptor here is the EcoBoost, so it's a turbocharged one, which is a really great option for, primarily traffic enforcement, which this highway patrol unit is. It's really going to have a lot more get up and go than the standard V6 engine. All of them are going to have SL runners. These are all sound off signal blueprint squads, the siren controller, and then obviously we have a lot of sound off, or primarily sound off lighting on here as well. And you can kind of get a shot of the side of the car there. The SL runners got intersectors under the mirror. Obviously M-powered light bars on these two, N-Force on the Ghost Graphic one. Dual tone sirens. 6x1s down on the push bumper. This highway patrol build out is slightly different than their normal patrol build outs. Obviously it's an Interceptor. It does not have the night ride flare and a couple other minor differences, but for the most part it's the same package. All of these have sync modules, so they will all sync up together with each other when they are on scene. Okay, let's check the Tahoe out. So same deal, I got lights down in the pit wraps, lights under the mirrors, got the M-Power light bar, SL runners built into the running boards. Got some ion duos in the side cargo windows. Have a 6x1 there on the roof, which is just stupid bright. Those are an excellent, very popular option right now that people are going with. While you're running code, it provides a really amazing off-axis kind of 45-degree illumination while you're running code, and then you can also double it as an alley light. So for these guys where they're out in a rural, reservation, helps out a lot in seeing into the ditches, at car crashes or looking for somebody, you're trying to find an address. That thing really lights up the night. It's kind of like putting a spotlight on. So they're a very popular option right now, and a lot of our customers are actually even in the Twin Cities metro area are going with those on almost exclusively all their cars now too. So we've gotten a ton of positive feedback on those. So here's kind of a back shot of the two cars here. We also have an N-Force rear deck visor in the back window. All of the graphics here are provided by Advanced Graphics out of the Twin Cities. They do nationwide delivery, so their information is up there on the screen. Just give them a call. They can do any kit and drop ship it right to you guys, and you can just have somebody local put it on. They only deal in like high quality 3M vinyl, which is very important when you're doing these. We see a lot of vinyl coming in from other shops that's just cheap Amazon crap or whatever they can find, and a year or two after the car's been in service, this stuff's falling off and it's just a joke. So use the good stuff, use a professional company, so give them a call. Okay, continuing on to the back here, we can see we have the Whelen pillar lights on this Tahoe. We have ion duos in there, pair of sound off signal 4x2s. And then jumping over to the highway patrol unit here, have some more M-Powers. And then these are actually the sound off signal pillar lights. So in lieu of replacing the entire pillar, sound off does these basically wedges that attach to the pillar and use a 3-inch M-Power. So essentially accomplishing the same thing, just kind of pick your fancy here. So if you're curious what's on the roof here, all of these squads are running the Motorola M500 camera systems, and those are offloading via the Cradle Point R1900s. And then we also have the Motorola APX 8500 radios in there. So again, these vehicles are very well equipped. And then you can see this Tahoe, the Ghost Graphic Tahoe has 2 of the lights and the rear N4 stick in the back window. Factory taillight flasher, and then we just turn on, or we just put a Vertex in there, replace the reverse bulb with the Vertex, and then just activate the factory taillight flasher. Isn't that Eagle cool? I really like that design. Moving down the side here, we have our Night Ride spotlight mounted FLIR. So they can find people when they're hiding out in the field. And you got to remember, this is going to a very rural reservation where there's not street lights out there. This is not a highly populated area. So, if somebody flees off a traffic stop, and even if they're 100 yards out into the field, you're never gonna find them. Absent to having a canine unit go track them or something, the FLIR is really gonna allow you to scan a large area and be checking for people that you wouldn't otherwise have the ability to even possibly find. So, run through this one here real quick. For the most part, it's basically the same package, just a couple minor differences. We got the smoked N-Force lights in the channel. Got the smoked T-ions in the pit wrap. Got the smoked SL runner in the running board. Got some heavier tint. There's our N-Force light. You can kind of see when it's in between the flash patterns there. It's pretty hidden behind that tint strip on the windshield. Kind of already showed you the back, but we'll run around here again. And up here on the driver's side. And again, you can see they also have that Night Ride FLIR mounted there on the spotlight. They also have some darker tint than the normal squads. When I open this door, it's automatically going to kick it into park. That's a safety feature here. So a couple things to show you here. This is the new Stalker 2X. Well, the Stalker 2X is not new, but specifically this new screen is. So for those of you that haven't seen this, it's relatively new. Instead of the old LED screen, this is the new LCD screen, and works out pretty good. It gets brighter in the day and dimmer at night than the current one does, and you also have a lot more options. Instead of trying to read through the menus and stuff, it's a lot more clearly displayed on there what it is that you're going as you're going through the menus. Here we have our Havas CF33 docking station. Havas makes an incredible product, and we're very proud to partner with them. Their docking stations are very well built. It's an excellent product. So out here in the heavy duty areas that these vehicles are used, it's very important that they have heavy duty equipment, and that's why we always run the Havas docking stations. You can kind of see the cage set up here. It's a Satina 10VS. We have our printer box mounted up there. Have our dual gun rack. Down there we have our siren controller and our APX radio. And then up here we have our Motorola M500 camera system. Then we have our docking station for the body cam. And for those of you not familiar with the new M500s, it's basically the next generation of the 4RE. Don't confuse it with the WatchGuard 4RE, basically 2.0. There are some crazy advancements in technology in here, and as well as just how it operates and the quality of the product. So it's you know, it's a next generation of a 4RE, but it's not to say it's just a 4RE with basically, you know, a new screen or something. That's not it at all. So it's a whole new camera system and can do some pretty crazy stuff. And the nice thing is that integrates in with the radio. There's a lot of integration stuff with that, as well as fixed cameras and LPR and stuff like that. So it's a pretty crazy solution. So definitely check that out if you're in the market for video. We are a Motorola channel partner for mobile video. So if you have any mobile video needs, definitely contact us. So plastic seat in the back. Have our divider wall. Again, really rural area. They might go to a domestic with 1 or 2 officers and they have to, you know, transport multiple people. So that dual divider wall gives them that ability to do that. Let's check out the back here. Okay, this is a pretty cool product from AnyGlide. Really heavy duty product. They're made actually right down in Iowa, not too far from us. So it's a really great product. We've partnered with them for a long time on that. So this is their basically command box for the back here. So you can flip this switch up and you can slide that tray out. It also has these slots. So if you had, like, let's say your ballistic helmet, you know, maybe a SWAT vest, med bag, you can put that stuff up here and actually just bungee cord it up here. So it's nice and out of the way. Now, again, keep in mind, I'm like 6'3", and it's still a little bit of a reach for me in these Tahoes, because these new Tahoes, the cargo area is just massive. And but the nice thing about this is, even if you were a shorter officer, you can drag this towards you and then easily grab what you need out of here. So, and then that just latches down and closes that. This here is, oops, I'm gonna pull the key out of there. Oh, sorry, I locked it. See? There we go. This is obviously a lockable drawer. You pull it. Another nice thing about this is it kind of has this sliding top. So if you had, you know, medical gloves here, or, you know, crime scene tape, you kind of slide it back and forth. And again, just easily get to your stuff here. So. There. Oops. Okay. Unlocked. Open that up. So this is what's really cool about this is, so you have this kind of pseudo gun locker if you want. That's not what this agency is using for, but you certainly could. So you lift that up and you kind of have, in here we have our stop sticks, which they'll probably put somewhere else once they know where they want that. So you kind of have this area. Well, then you can easily remove this tray, put that up there, and then that's where your electronics are. And then you just loosen up these 2 screws here. And then you can pull this entire, oops, I didn't loosen it quite enough. And then you can pull your entire electronics tray right to you, do all your service work, and then push it right back when you're done with it. Here's a shot of the DVR of that Motorola M500. You can see how compact it is. It's not like some of these other systems that take up, you know, a ton of space. And also you can see our wiring, as usual, is done very professional. Everything is cleanly labeled here. Whether it's cell phone booster, you know, your printer, your cage light, whatever it is, we clearly have that labeled. So If something does stop working, it can easily be serviced by the officer, you know, by simply checking the fuse. Anything else, we need to get involved, but thankfully we have a lifetime warranty, and our service calls are very, very minimal because of the quality that we put in on the front end. This is our Blueprint 500 controller, and then this is our R1900 mobile modem that's in here. So, and obviously our 8500 radio transceiver or radio amp, whatever you want to call it. And then you just simply tighten those back down. Reinsert this tray, and you're right back in business. So it's a really slick setup, very popular. So I'm gonna shut that, and we have the same setup here in this. Oops, sorry. The vehicle's technically in drive, so I got to open the door to trick it into going into park, and then it will let me open the hatch. Those darn safety features. They're just some radios going back to the customer, but you can see it has the same setup in here for patrol capacity as well. Now, coming over to the highway patrol unit, has a little bit different setup. Also extremely popular, especially for the PIUs, because the PIU cargo area is not as deep, so we can get away with a little bit different box. So this is our Satina triple stack box. Satina makes a great product. We have our door lock button, dome lights, and this is gonna be a little tricky with one hand here, but the electronics slide out from the bottom. It's pre-wired for the radio. We have our cradle point in here already, siren control box, all that stuff. Clearly labeled there. And then the nice thing about this is it also has that single drawer that is lockable as well with that same style handle. And then on top here, you kind of have this tray. So again, oxygen tank, med bag, helmet, ballistic vest, whatever you want to throw up there that's kind of a big item, you know, works out real well. Some people get all hung up on this, you know, having like a big pull-out tray with two big giant drawers. The problem is you can't put anything in there. Like, it looks really cool on the flyer, and then you actually try to put stuff in, and it doesn't always work that way. So this system works out real well because big items go up top that you can easily access, small stuff goes here, and your electronics, because you don't need to access that very often, if ever, you can still stack stuff up to about here on the vehicle. You can see you still got, you know, probably a good 6 to 8 inches off the floor to stack stuff here if you need to. So it's and it's not that expensive in comparison to some of these cargo boxes that can get really, really expensive. It's a decent option. So and kind of the same thing, we have the same setup, Satina plastic seat with their divider wall, so they can transport multiple individuals at the same time. And here's kind of a shot, I'm gonna put this car into park. And then here's kind of a shot of the interior. Again, have a docking station with our Panasonic CF33. All of this, again, all this equipment is provided by us for this customer. Turnkey vehicle, so radar, the computers, the radio, everything, vehicle, all that stuff came from us. Turnkey, keeps it really simple for our customers. So when we say one-stop shop, we truly mean a one-stop shop. And check out here, a couple service items the customer wanted. Got some flashlights. Everybody loves flashlights. Can never get enough flashlights. Got our Havis dock. Here's kind of a back shot of the Motorola M500. And that's the front camera. You can see how small and low key it is. So really, really great. Just mounts up there. Doesn't take up a ton of room. It's kind of out of the way, and yet it gives you crystal clear video. It's pretty amazing. Okay, Well, that's about all I have, folks. Thank you for watching. As you can see, these cars also have sync, so they're obviously all going to synchronize together. So they have, boy, I don't know, I'd say maybe 40 cars out there that have sync, along with the other county units. Yeah, the reservation sits within a handful of counties. Most of those have synchronization as well. So, you know, I would venture to guess between the cities that we do out there and the counties, there's probably close, you know, to 80 to 100 squad cars, you know, within the reservations area that all synchronize together. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing to be able to do on a multi-agency response, you know, scene or something like that, to have these all synchronized. So cool. Well, hey guys, I appreciate you watching. Keep following us. You know, we're coming out with new videos as we have time. It does take a lot to get these done and out of here. As you can see, we have quite a bit of work. I think we have around 320 cars as of today on the lot. So, you know, we're building them like crazy. Here's a shot of the new expansion that's about a week from being completed here. So, you know, we're the largest upfitter in the Midwest for a reason, and closely becoming one of the largest in the nation for a reason, because we do high quality work. We stand behind what we do and we treat people fairly. You know, that stuff pays dividends, you know, as your business grows and people tell other people and other agencies about your business, because, you know, they have the same needs that you do, in getting a high quality install. So, again, appreciate all the support that you guys have watching our videos, and like I said, be safe, and we'll check you guys next time.